Now that car, I wouldn't think they would ship that all.
God, it's like that.
How can I forget the first time we met? That lady cast an eye, strong as a lion. There was fire in her heart and steam flowed in her veins. Never ever mean, she will always be a queen. Number 90 O-R-N-L. She was beautiful to see. Number 90 O-R-N-L.
Since Hawaii wasn't a state, this one went to the District of Columbia, where the capital is. Every card I went to every state had all kinds of gifts in it. People tell me champagne, salami, and all that kind of good stuff. Right? So they sent these as a thank you for our support of them during World War I and II. This car was sent to Hawaii, since it was a territory at the time, after the people in the District of Columbia took everything out of it. It was down, Veterans of Foreign War had a little clubhouse down by the Alawai, what is that, Kalakaua, and they got booted out of there a while back, a few years ago, so they wanted to know if we'd keep it. So now we have to figure out how we're going to get it restored.
That's quite a story.
It's got a history that's tied to Hawaii, since it was a gift from the people of France.
I thought all they did was give us the Statue of Liberty. I never heard of that program before. Wow.
Or mercy cards. I think there's a lot of states that have actually gone to big trouble to restore them to what they looked like when they came here.
Yeah.
They had little emblems on those things up there.
Do you have photographs or graphics?
We have photographs
that goes?
Yeah, pretty much. We've gotten some from the other organizations that have actually restored them.
Yeah. So it just sat and rotted in D.C.?
No, it was over here. Once they emptied it there, it got sent to Hawaii.
But when it was in Washington, D.C.,
that was
must have been quite
back
a few
in the late 40s.
Yeah.
And then it came here sometime in the 50s as far as I know.
Okay.
And it sat down in outskirts of Waikiki. Macaulay and
Alawai.
Yeah, Alawai.
How much restoration did you have to do on the finished carpentry inside? Was it in pretty good shape or not?
I don't think they did too much. The guy that restored this basically worked the outside, especially the back end over there, which was really rotten. I'm sure he did some work in here, but I don't know exactly.
Very nice. And is it going to be available for public?
We use it every second Sunday of the month.
This car?
Yeah. Take it out with the rest of the train.
Very good.
Play at Alamoana Center, right next to the mini golf. With that car right there, Dillingham car and car 57. We're all down there lined up in the business.
If a driver got off, let's say the forward axle, would you get that back on? And the flanges of the wheel wouldn't crush them?
No, what it does is the togue.
Yeah.
And what it does is you can take and actually steer the locomotive because the flange follows the grain of the wood.
Ah, neat.
So you can steer them.
Yeah. Just by the angle you put the block in.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it attached to the driver?
It does. See, you put this on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm blocking, so I'm over on
In
the
that
tie.
position,
And then
vertically like
no, with this down.
Down flat.
Then you set the big jack on there.
Oh, okay.
You jack it up. And then
I
you
see.
crank the screw
Now I see how
on both of them.
yeah.
And it just
Just slide it
moves
right over.
sideways.
Yeah.
They were smarter than we are.
Yeah. They
were.
We have, and there just says Sheffield, so it means it predates the Fairbanks Wars,
Yeah.
which was 1910. So it's at least prior to 1910. So it's really kind of neat.
And from what railroad?
Orono.
It was.
Yeah, we had these skirts were actually off because we had to hydro test the air tank.
Yeah.
And then just work on the fuel tank. Everything is
Air tank for the brake system?
brake system.
Yeah.
The way you start this, you put it on shop air because the throttle system is pneumatic. We can move this.
Actually, that vehicle.
Two big flywheels, the cylinder goes this way, the crank is in the case is got